Hello, friends. Welcome back again. We have ourselves another new portal, and it is a Sunday. So, as per usual, I'm a little behind schedule. It is the one day that I have a hard time keeping up with. But they did bring us a new Astral Dwarfs portal, and it has brought us a new nature hero in Hygil. Hygil? Anyway, very interesting looking character. I kind of like the art on him. He looks very regal in whatever it is that he's doing. Maybe he's surveying the land or something like that. But let's take a look at what he actually does and if this guy's going to be interesting for us. So to start things out, we of course have the Paladin class, which makes him naturally tanky. He's going to get that boosted defense, etc. A reminder of what our family bonus is for the Astral Dwarves, which personally I love. I'll just start out with that. So first of all, it's for one or two heroes, and it starts out with 25%/50% chance to dispel a random dispellable status effect buff from all enemies at the end of each turn. So basically with two of these guys, you get a 50% chance to dispel each turn for free, no special required, etc. One, a 25% chance is not huge, but it is still helpful to get that random dispel in, so don't downplay that. Next up, we have our 75/100% chance to resist mana reductions and mana status ailments. Each successful resist by this family gives the character 5% mana. That's huge. In today's meta, where there's a lot of mana manipulation going on, these guys not only give you great protection against it, if they resist, they actually increase their mana because of the attempts as well, making this an extremely fun way to go, especially if you have two, because once again, you then receive 100% chance to resist it, and that is really freaking cool. All right, so family bonus is great. Down here in our passes, we got three on deck. So the first is the superior bypass minions. All damage done by this character bypasses minions and mega minions. That is very helpful. There are a lot of people that hide behind mega minions. I think of Astrid specifically as one of the main guilty culprits for that. So this guy says, hey, I don't care about your mega minion. I'm still going to wreck your face. That's pretty fun. Next up, we have superior resist negative minion effects. Okay. So this character has innate resistance against incoming negative effects and damage from minions and mega minions. So what's fun about that is the big giant slashes coming from mega minions, or even like the spreading dot damage. I'm pretty sure this guy is just not affected by any of that. He just brushes off like whatever. Not a big deal to me. And then last but not least, oh, not that. There we go. Perfect accuracy. This guy cannot miss, which again, there are plenty of dodge heroes out there, so it is nice to have that guaranteed chance to hit. In our Aether Power department, we have the Damage Reduction Aether Power. This one is perfectly fine. It's an adequate Aether Power, but it's not overly exciting. We get negative 10% increase or damage from whatchamacallit. At the beginning of battle, all damage received is reduced by 10%. Not just from specials, but that counts as tile damage, etc. So it gives them a little more survivability, which is helpful because, of course, we have the Polar Expedition down here, but operating at slow speed. So a little bit of extra survivability will help this guy make it to his special, which apparently does 850% damage to the target. This sounds fairly familiar. We just had a Magic Carpet hero do that 850% at slow as well, so it's kind of interesting to see these two characters released near back-to-back, but that's fine. Sometimes that just kind of happens. Let's see what else this one does. The target receives 100% of the damage received by all allies for 5 turns. Um, so, all right, interesting. Basically, not if this person doesn't snipe them out at an 850% hit, they're putting a debuff on there that makes them share damage with everyone else on the team. That's going to finish off whoever it is that they did not kill. My biggest qualm with that is that in reality, that 850% hit is most likely going to finish quite a few targets, at which point it makes the next part of his special not that exciting. Now, that's not to say that there isn't sometimes really tanky characters that you need to go down. Like, let's say you're literally dealing with a tank, like the new Three Kingdoms red tank. He's kind of a pain. You want him down as quickly as possible. This guy is going to allow you to share damage from the rest of the team with your target. Now, granted, if taunt's up, I'm not sure that's particularly helpful, but if taunt isn't up, you can use that to help whittle someone down very quickly. It's interesting, but like I would love to see that sort of special exist on someone operating faster with less damage. I don't want to necessarily see this debuff coming after a gigantic cannon blast because it just seems less effective. Like you're getting less value out of the debuff, but that's fine. It's still an interesting way to ensure that your target is going to go down, even if you don't kill it immediately with this attack. And then it also goes down into growth. All allies get plus 550 attack. That's a lot of attack for growth, especially if you can start getting this guy off multiple times, like in Rush. Gosh, I mean, this guy goes off 3 times. Your team's going to be boosted by, what, 1650 attack? That's going to, like, basically double people's attack ratings. That's pretty bonkers. So, like most slow characters in Rush, this guy's going to be great. And then all allies get plus 35% mana generation for 5 turns. Okay, so we're also seeing additional mana generation, which again in Rush will be great because he's then changing everyone from fast to basically very fast, allowing you to get a slight edge out over your opponents. Again, showing up in Rush, this guy's going to be fun. He's going to have a role, and he's going to help you capitalize quickly. So, again, great. I enjoy that, and even in Rush, as I was saying earlier, that debuff where they share damage with the rest of their allies would become more useful because it's going out much faster. I don't love that operating at slow speed as a general rule, and because of that, I can't rate this guy particularly that high. Like, he's definitely okay, but I'm gonna put him at a 7 for average. I think what he's doing is helpful for the team, but like not necessarily like game changing in any way. And by the time you get to slow specials, a lot of the fights have already been somewhat decided. And I'm not sure this guy tilts the battlefield back in your favor if he goes off. Yeah, he most likely wipes out an enemy or sets them up to be wiped out, but he doesn't necessarily do enough with his special that I feel like you're going to change the course of the battle. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, he's fine. If I got him, I would level him. Don't get me wrong. When I say average, I mean that's still someone worth leveling. He's a 7 out of 10. Like he's good. He's going to be great for you, especially if you pull him. But I wouldn't chase this guy. Let him come to you, and if you pull him, congrats. Otherwise, you can probably hang tight for the next Astral Dwarf, which might be a little bit more exciting. Okay, everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.